Should I put my child on a candida diet?
So in my clinical practice, I don't recommend elimination diets of any kind. When it comes to candida, and something important to understand too is that these imbalances don't travel alone. So if your child does have candida that's been identified, it's also really important to address other findings that come along with that because they all play off of each other. So that said, diet is not enough to solve the problem, especially if your child is struggling with chronic health issues like a chronic skin rashes. So, and while sugar can feed candida, there is a difference between like processed sugar, table sugar, added sugars, and fruits. So if your child, for example, has candida and eats a lot of processed foods and sugary foods and junk foods, I do recommend lowering levels of those and switching to a healthier diet, a whole real foods diet. That can be really helpful. Additionally, I wouldn't worry as much about fruit and natural sugar. When it comes to sugars as well, I've been asked about like, table sugar versus like coconut sugar. Well, anytime you're adding more sugar, that is not ideal. So sugar is sugar is sugar, but there's also a difference between sugar and then fruit because fruit contains other nutrients and fiber. It's not just the straight sugar. So when it comes to candida and candida diets, I really don't recommend a candida diet. I recommend a whole real foods healthy diet that can include some fruits. It absolutely can include some treats as well. And again, the place to focus isn't on diet, rather, especially if your diet is already whole real foods, rather it's to focus on addressing the imbalances, which are not food fixable.